up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kyla Trees. I'm back with another video. In today's video, I am going to be deep conditioning. This is going to be a deep condition with me type of video. Okay. So, my hair is wet. Yeah. But yeah, my hair is freshly washed. I used the Cream of Nature shampoo, the one that comes in a red bottle of argan oil and Moroccan one. And now I'm going to deep condition with this Cream of Nature Pure Honey Moisture Replenish Strength hair mask. I absolutely love this hair mask. It is my favorite, or one of my favorite hair masks. So yeah, I feel like since my hair is growing, my curls are getting way down, which is something that's not normal. So my curls still curl, but they're way down, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's something that I'm dealing with. But yeah, get your favorite deep conditioner and deep condition with me. I figure I guess I could do a story time about like my very first boyfriend, like my very first boyfriend ever. And y'all, this shampoo is very moisturizing. Like, I love this shampoo. So let's get into the story time about like my very first boyfriend. Right, okay. So my very first boyfriend, I was actually I was like, what, 16, 15, 16. I think I was 15 going on 16. Because I met him in summer school. Like, I didn't really, like, know him like that. But it seemed like me and all my friends was in summer school. So, yeah. Well, not all my friends, but, you know, people that I used to hang out with and talk to. We was in summer school, right? So I meet him in summer school, and he was hanging with, like, in summer school, you have this hour where you can, like, you know, break. It's called break. Like, it's literally called break. So me and my friend, we go on break, and he's like, he knew my friend well, so he's just like, you know, following us around. Not following us around, but he's like making conversation with us. And my friend is like, you know, I think he like you. And I was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? That ain't it. That ain't true or whatever. Like, no, he don't. And she was like, hi, look, I think he like you. Like, he keep coming over here and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't really think so. Or whatever, like that. And so we go on break again. I think because I had 3 classes. Yeah, me, my friends, we all had like 3 classes. So we're all on break. And he's like, you know, so can I have your number? Like, I think I was sitting by myself at this point, because my friend, I believe my friend was like talking to, like, she was like messing with this girl at the time. So she was trying to like talk to, you know, the girl she was messing with or whatever, right? And so I'm by myself, you know, just on my phone, talking at the little lunch table. And he like, you know, so can I get your number? And I was like, oh, wow, maybe. No, still, mind you, I'm not thinking nothing of it, because, you know, I have guy friends. So I'm just like, oh, okay. You know, you just want to talk more, you know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. We get to texting, and he tells me, like, well, I'm at home at this point. he's texting me, and he's like, you know, I want you and I don't want nobody else to have you. I kid you. I was like, what? Like, and at this point, I really wasn't interested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't interested at all. But I was like, oh, you know, we could be cool or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could be cool, but I really wasn't interested. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened between summer and the school year. Because actually, I got to know him. Like, I really wasn't, like, attracted to him like that, you know, physically. But I got to know him a little bit more. And I was like, okay, like, you know, you seem like a good person and you seem like you got a good heart or whatever. So when we started, summer's over and the school year starts. Summer over with, right? School year starts and I start seeing him more, and you know, he used to like, I started seeing him more basically. And I was like, oh, okay. You know, he seemed cool because I knew who he was, but I never really like talked to him, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I knew who he was, and he knew my friends. So yeah, but at this time, now that the school year is starting, I'm a junior and he's a senior. So, you know, we start. When did we start? I think we started dating at like the beginning of the school year because we had already knew each other. So yeah, I started dating at the beginning of the school year, right? Now, he's telling me, you know, I like you. Like, we're established that, he established that, we had established that we was talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, we wasn't like in a relationship yet, but we had established that we was talking, you know what I'm saying? And so, one day, I guess people like found out about it or whatever. And this girl, me and him did not have the same lunch, right? But this girl, she comes up to me and she's like, I just see a crowd of people like, you know, wait around this girl, and they're like looking at me. They're like looking at like the table I'm sitting at. I was sitting at the table, at a table. It was me and two other girls that I was friends with. And the girl asked me, she's like, excuse me, you know, can I talk to you? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, do you talk to, we're gonna call him Carl. She's like, do you talk to Carl? And I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I talk, you know, we not dating or whatever, but you're like, yeah, you know, I talk to him. And she was like, well, me and him talk too. And I would, now mind you, me, if you know what I'm saying, I really don't care. You feel me? Like, if you could have them, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of time I was on. I was like, hey, bro, I don't want no, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna argue about a girl over a boy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I literally told her, I was like, you could have them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and mind you, what made me uncomfortable was because this female, she needed a group of people to say that to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, she needed a group of people to say that. Like, it was literally a group of people surrounding us. Like, they knew she was gonna come confront me, and like, I guess they thought we was gonna fight or whatever, but I wasn't on that type of time. Like, I don't get no fuck. Listen, If you talking to a nigga, you talking to a nigga. Like, you could have him at that point. Like, I really don't give no fuck. And so she was like, yeah, you know, he's met my dad and this, that, and the third and all this other stuff. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I don't care. I legit did not care. Like, I didn't have any feelings toward this dude at all. Like, I was like, look, it is what it is. Like, you could have him, right? And so, I texted him and I said, yo, like, I didn't know her name. I said, yo, like, this girl is like telling me, you know, y'all are boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, she telling me that y'all talk. And I'm like, you could have like kept it real, you know what I'm saying? Like, and told me that you talked to somebody, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's like weird, you know? I thought that was like real weird of him to be talking to me and he was talking to somebody else. I was like, she said, you know, you met her dad and, you know, all this other stuff. And the way he put it, he was like, honestly, I don't like her. I was only talking to her because I was trying to, what did he say? I forgot what he said. I think he said he was trying to hit or something like that. He was like, I was only trying to hit that and stuff like that. And I was like, I mean, the way she putting it, she making it seem like y'all like together. Like, she said, you done met her parents and everything. And he was like, first of all, I don't even like her like that. I was literally just trying to talk to her just to talk to her. And I told him, I said, that's not how she put it. And so I had told him, I was like, you know, I'm kind of good on talking to you. Like, you trying to, I was like, I don't know what type of time you on, but I feel like that's some weird shit. And he was like, no, like, please, like, let me take you home. Let me drive you home so we can talk about this. Like, I swear I'm not, I don't want to talk to her. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't talk to her. I don't fuck with her or whatever, right? Whatever. And so, he, nigga Chase, he was like, you know, where are you at this point? And I was like, I'm at class. He's like, please just like, let me drive you home, like, so we could talk about this. And I was like, all right, cool. So he tells me, he's like, you know, I don't really like her. I don't like her at all. Like, the only reason why I was like, were y'all talking? And he was like, yeah, like, we was talking or whatever, but I really don't like her like that. Like, I like you. And I said, okay, but if you don't like her, like, you met her family, you met her parents, like, what do you mean? And he said, I didn't want to meet her parents. And I said, okay, well, why did you? And he was like, he worked at a grocery store, right? The dude worked at a grocery store, and he was like, she came to the grocery store with her dad and said, oh, there's Carl, and that's how they met. And I said, that do kind of make sense, but I'm like, you know, because he did work at a grocery store. Everybody went to that grocery store. Most people shopped at that grocery store. So I'm like, oh, I guess. But I was still like, I'm kind of good on this. And he's like, Kyla, I swear, like, I really want to talk to you. Like, we got to know each other all summer, and I really want to talk to you. And I'm like, okay, I guess. But I told him, I said, don't put me in no predicament to where I feel like I need to defend myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said, you need to let her know, you know, you don't want to talk to her. Let her know you good. Because at this point, y'all, I was good. Like, I ain't had no feelings for this man. I was straight. I was like, yo, like, let her know before you try to pursue me or try to date me or anything like that. And so a couple days went on, and because that female really made me, I don't know, like, I told my brother about the situation. I had told my brother about the girl, and my brother was like, oh yeah, she drama. Like, she's in drama and all this other stuff. Because my brother had knew her. And I was like, So that's when I told him, I said, yeah, you're not finna put me in a predicament where I'm like fighting, like, cause I'm not finna fight over no dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's the case, you can have him. Period. So time went on and we started dating, right? Worst decision ever. Worst decision ever. We started dating, and my first date with this dude, mind you, this was my first boyfriend. I was like 16 at the time. This was my first boyfriend. We started dating, and it was just really like, he was weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like he was never by himself. I'm like, yo, bro, like, you're never alone. You're never by yourself, like, at all. He was always with this dude. Like, he was always with, like, the same. He was just always with this nigga. And I'm like, bro, like, you're always with this nigga. Like, y'all are always together. That's weird to me. Like, that's weird. And then it was another dude that he was always with. It's like, you're never by yourself. You're never by yourself. But he always like would like talk about me, because he was like, you're always by yourself. You're always alone. I'm like, bro, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had friends, but it was like, I can walk to class by myself. You feel me? Like, I'm good. You feel me? And so, yeah, we had started dating, but I was just noticing, like, when he would take me out and stuff like that, we were never like by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were never, I kid y'all not, he was always with this same dude. And I don't like double dates. You know what I'm saying? I don't like double dates. To this day, I will not go on a double date. He always wanted to do double dates with his friend and this same girl, and we always had to do what she wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I'm good. So then we had started dating. Like, we were boyfriend and girlfriend. And then something happened. He said he didn't want to be with me no more, right? Homeboy said he didn't want to be with me. And I was heartbroken, because that's my first boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my first. I'm thinking I'm in love and shit. You know what I'm saying? We telling each other we love each other and shit like that. And he told me he didn't want to be with me. Instantly, he started talking to another girl or whatever. He started talking to another female, like, just to get under my skin, because he knew I didn't like this female. And my friend, he started talking, y'all. This dude started talking to my friend's ex, who's a female. So my friend told me, she was like, Kyla, is Carl talking to my ex? I said, yeah. It was just so weird to me. I was like, I didn't even know they like knew each other or whatever, but I really didn't care. I thought the whole thing was weird. Like, me and my friend, we're friends, and you start talking to, because my friend's a girl, right? My friend like girls. And I was like, I thought she was gay. I literally thought she was gay. Like, when did when what? I was confused. I didn't understand. I thought that shit was weird as fuck. And so, what happened? Fast forward, prom comes around. I don't remember how we started talking again, but I was crushed. I was like, wow, like, you really started talking to somebody? That's crazy. And somebody I don't like. I already didn't like the female anyway. Like, even when my friend was dating her, I didn't like the female. Fast forward. He said, what did he say? what happened? Prom comes around. I don't know how or what happened, but somehow we started back talking again because he said she was too clingy or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying, I guess, or whatever. So I did take him back. And it's a rumor going around, like in my class, I had last class with a couple of his friends. Yeah, I had last class with a couple of his friends. It was history, right? And the dude is like, I forgot how we got on this subject, but somehow we got on me and old boy, right? And everybody was like, oh, you know, he upgraded and stuff like that. And I'm just like, bro, I don't care. Like, listen, like, I'm good. You feel me? And this dude says, he was like, you know, it's a rumor going on. Like, he said, the friend told me, he was like, Carl only talking to you for prom and he gonna break up with you at the prom or whatever. And I was like, oh, wow, really? That's crazy. Like, he said that shit. I was like, wow. And so I'm texting him instantly. I'm like, oh, so you gonna leave me at the prom or some shit like that? Like, he's like, who told you that? And I said, your friend just told me that with your dumb ass. And he took me home like every day. And I was like, you know what? I'm good. Like, I'm gonna ride the bus today. Like, I'm good. This nigga do this same shit every fucking day, and this is like so freaking irritating. Like, you do this every time he hit this corner, he speed. Like, but yeah, he was like, you know, y'all, this conditioner feels so freaking good. My hair definitely needed this. And I told him, I was like, I'm good. Like, I'm riding the bus today. And he was like, listen, like, I told you, I didn't say that, this, that, and the third. Like, he lying. And I'm like, bro, like, if you good on me, just say that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll get over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit cursed me because he was my first, like, boyfriend or whatever. But I'm like, bro, I'll get over it. Like, it's good over here. You feel me? Either way, he still wound up taking me to prom. Still wound up taking me to prom. And he was with me. We was together. And then homeboy decides, he's like, you know, summer comes around and he graduated. And he's like, you know, Kyla, you know, I don't really want to be in a relationship because I'm finna graduate and shit like that. And I was like, what? I was like, all right, bro. He's like, you know, I just really don't want to be in a relationship because I'm finna graduate. And I'm like, okay, I guess. But I had to go to summer school that next year because I had a lot of classes to make up. Like, I was not fucking with school at this point in time. So I had to go to summer school. And he had told me, he was like, you know, I'll still like pick you up from summer school and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't really want to be with you like that. He did not keep his promise, y'all. I had to find rides from summer school and shit like that. And I thought that was real, like, weird of him. Like, how you gonna tell me? Like, you know my mama worked. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know. I thought that was weird. Like, why are you making promises and you really don't even want to? I don't know. He was just weird. And so, yeah, he broke up with me, like, after his graduation and shit. And then, like, 2 years later, he was like, because mind you, I had enemies. You know what I'm saying? I made enemies because I already didn't talk to that many people, you know what I'm saying? But I still had to deal with this girl, because the girl was she was in my grade or whatever. And they would be like talking about me and shit. And so that made me really not want to focus on my schoolwork or anything like that. Because like bitches was talking about me and shit like that. Like her friends and shit. And I'm like, bro, I'm good on all this shit. Like, because I still had to go another year with these people. He had graduated. But I gotta go another year with these people. You know what I'm saying? That was hell. Like, that was so hell. Like, I did not, I had checked out of school, bro. I was like, fuck this shit. Because people had started talking about me. And rumors had started going around and shit like that. I was like, yo, I'm good on school. So I never went to school. Like, what was supposed to be my last year wasn't my last year because I never went to school. Cause like I was getting talked about. Like, bitches was really like talking about me for what? Like, what the fuck wrong with you? But yeah, females was talking about me and shit. So I was like, you know what? I'm good on school. And so as a result, I did not graduate class of 2016. I graduated class of 2017. And it wasn't because, you know, I didn't get the work or I didn't understand like the work or anything like that. It was because I really just did not want to go to school because yeah, people was talking about me and shit. And I thought that was like hella weird. But yeah, that was my first boyfriend. And yeah, 2 years later, right? Now, mind you, I'm graduated at this point. 2 years later, he was like, he hit me up on Instagram. And he was like, you know, hey, how you doing or whatever? And I was like, I'm doing good. Like, what you want for real? Like, what's good? Like, you're the reason bitches was picking on me and shit. Like, you're weird. At this point, I thought he was weird as fuck. And I had already had a new boyfriend. And he was like, you know, I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't know you was going through that at school or whatever like that. And I was like, bro, like, you caused this shit. Like, what you mean for real? Like, you stirred up all this drama. And you know I don't fuck with people. You feel me? Like, you know I don't fuck with people. So it's like, you caused all this drama for what? Like, what the fuck was really wrong with you at the time? Because it was like four girls that just was talking about me for no fucking reason at all. And then they had all like came together against me and shit. And I'm like, y'all are weird. Like, y'all are weird. But yeah. And he was like, you know, I didn't know you was going through all that shit. And I'm sorry. Like, I didn't know I caused that. Like, it was my bad. I didn't want to do that or whatever. And then, because I had told him when we were dating, I told him, like, these people is not your friends. Like, them friends ain't your friends. Like, they're really not your friends. And he was like, you know, you were right when you said the friends that I had wasn't really my friends because, you know, they was really talking about me behind my back and shit. And I told him. And I would tell him that, and he would be like, you know, you're just jealous because you don't have friends. I was like, what? I'm jealous because I ain't got friends? Okay, cool. And so he was just apologizing for real. He's like, you know, I really want to, like, talk to you again. There hasn't really been a girl like you, you know, as real and cool like you. Like, I really want to talk to you again. And I was like, you know, now that I've graduated, because I put the graduation thing, I was like, you know what, now that I've graduated, I really don't want to, I'm pretty much good on you. Like, I'm good. And I already had a boyfriend at the time. I was already talking to somebody else. So, yeah, I was like, I'm pretty much good on you. Like, I'm good, sir. And he's like, well, you know, I just wanted to apologize for everything that happened. And I was like, That's fine. And then he had offered, he's like, you know, can I come to your house? Because I still lived in the same place. Like, of course, you know what I'm saying? He's like, you know, can I, like, come over and just, like, you know, apologize to you in person? I was like, nah, I'm straight, bro. So, I'm good on that. Like, yeah, he made what was supposed to be my senior year, like, hell for me. Like, he really did. But, yeah, bygones is bygones. I don't get no fuck no more, you feel me? And it was so many rumors going around about me. Like, that was crazy as hell. I was like, you bitches are weird. But yeah, so I'm trying to think of my next story time. Comment down below if y'all want to hear more high school story times, because I definitely have some. Or if y'all want to hear school story times just in general, like, let me know. I'm going to deep condition for about like 30 minutes, and then I'm going to come back. Well, I'm not going to come back on camera because this was just supposed to be a deep condition with me. I'm going to come back on camera, and then I'm actually going to style my hair. So stay tuned for that video. That is going to be another video within itself because this video is already 30 minutes long. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Kyla Latrice. And let me know if you want any more high school story times. I will definitely give y'all some, or just school story times in general. Like, it could be elementary, preschool. I don't really remember preschool like that, but let me know if I got some middle school story times. Oh, you know what, my next story time is gonna be when this girl had claimed I broke her phone and stopped talking to me, which I didn't break her phone. But yeah, that story time is definitely gonna be next, actually, where this girl had thought I broke her phone, so she had stopped talking to me or whatever. And so yeah, that's definitely gonna be my next story time. Stay tuned for that video. Bitches just ain't shit. Like, I really don't like females now that I think about it, because that story was really fucked up, because she really thought I broke her phone. But I ain't even gonna, okay. But yeah, I'm gonna do a story time on that. So I will see y'all in my next video. My eyebrows is Lord Jesus. I don't know. I feel like bushy eyebrows are in. Like, my eyebrows, I don't know. But yeah, I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace.